Sleep is not just physical rest. Sleep is a doorway, a gateway to a depth that is difficult to reach while awake. When you fall asleep, your conscious mind becomes silent, still, but the subconscious, which is your true essence, becomes even more open at that time. In sleep, the eyes of your soul do not close, only your physical eyes do. And that is why I say sleep is not ordinary. It is a mysterious phenomenon. Stop merely thinking about sleep. Start experiencing it. When you go deep into sleep, your subconscious mind, which you don't truly know, but which is behind every decision of your life, becomes fully active. And that's why the thoughts, the emotions, the energy you fill yourself with before sleeping shape the direction of your life. During the day, man lives in falsehood, hiding behind masks. But at night, those masks fall away. At night, you become who you truly are. No social roles, no pretenses, just you and your real being. And that is the moment when you can reprogram yourself. What enters your subconscious becomes your destiny, and the subconscious is most receptive just before and during sleep. That's why I say, meditate before you sleep. Any thought that you plant in yourself at that time becomes a seed, and the soil of sleep will grow it into a tree. People think sleep is useless, just a waste of time. But for the one who understands sleep, it becomes a doorway to meditation. An ordinary person is lost in sleep, but an aware person remains a witness even in sleep. And this witnessing, this Sakshi Bhav, is the true secret. When you can observe your mind without interference, without judgment, you stand at the gateway of the subconscious, and that is where the journey of transformation begins. The subconscious is a storehouse of experiences from every birth, every fear, every wound, every suppressed desire. And it is this subconscious that surfaces in your dreams, controls your thoughts, and stands behind your decisions. But the subconscious is not your enemy. It is part of your spiritual journey. If you can know it, look at it with love, it can become your greatest ally. Osho says, if you fill yourself with beautiful thoughts, with love, with awareness before sleeping, then that same sleep can give birth to a new consciousness within you. But if you sleep with anger, worry, or fear, that same sleep slowly fills your mind with poison. Sleep is a double-edged sword. It can either set you free or entangle you more deeply. The difference lies only in how you use it. When a baby is in the womb, their sleep is very deep. They are in a completely subconscious state, and in that state, they learn the most. Without language, without formal education, they absorb every emotion of the mother. This is the power of sleep. It bypasses the conscious and reaches straight to the soul. That is why whatever is heard or experienced in sleep leaves a deep impact. If you understand this secret, you can turn sleep into a school of the inner self. When you sleep, the world disappears. You are nowhere. You have no identity. That is the taste of nirvana, where there is no I. And if you can remain even slightly aware in this state, sleep becomes samadhi. That is why some saints meditate even while sleeping. They enter sleep with full awareness, with a witnessing presence. That experience is beyond all words. I want you, starting from today, to give a new meaning to your sleep. Every time you go to bed, fall into silence, close your eyes, and say some gentle words to yourself, like, I am peaceful, I am filled with love, I am becoming aware. These are not just words, they are seeds, and the soil of sleep is very fertile. These seeds will sprout there and transform your life. Remember, sleep is not just rest, it is a time to communicate with the soul. Learn this dialogue, understand it, and use it to light up the darkness within. This is what Osho taught, that every small act of life can become a spiritual practice, and sleep can become the most beautiful practice if you can enter it with awareness. When you lie down at night, there is darkness all around you, but that darkness is not just in the room. It begins to descend within you as well. This darkness is not frightening. It is very gentle. This darkness is like a mother who wants to lull you to sleep in her lap. But you fail to recognize it because your mind, entangled in the noise of the day, starts mistaking even this silence for noise. Yet, if you remain quiet for a little while, focus on your breath, this darkness slowly becomes a door, a gateway to the inner journey. And when that door opens, you enter a world where thoughts are no longer needed, where language turns into silence, where time comes to a standstill. People often believe that sleep is a kind of unconsciousness. But Osho says, if sleep comes with awareness, it becomes a spiritual practice. You may be surprised to hear this, because how can awareness and sleep go together? But that is the greatest mystery. When the body is sleeping and one part inside remains awake as a witness, then sleep becomes a mystical experience. It is no longer just a way to relieve physical fatigue. It becomes the beginning of the soul's journey. Have you ever noticed why dreams come to you in sleep? Those dreams that you cannot see in the day, that you suppress with your conscious mind, they all return at night. Dreams are, in fact, the language of your subconscious. They want to tell you something, to show you something, but you treat them as mere entertainment and forget them. If you look at these dreams carefully, understand them, they can reveal hidden truths within you. They can show you what you are hiding, what you are suppressing, and what you are running away from. Osho says the subconscious is not a sin nor a problem. It is a treasure, like diamonds hidden inside dark stones. But to reach this treasure, you will have to go deep, and sleep, true deep sleep, can become that medium. When your outer existence falls silent, only then can the inner voice be heard. But this listening is only possible if you purify yourself before sleeping. Purification doesn't mean ritual or religion, it simply means accepting your experiences of the day, looking at them with love, and not going to sleep clinging to negativity. Whatever emotion you sleep with will be engraved in your subconscious. The connection between meditation and sleep is very deep. Meditation doesn't just mean sitting with closed eyes. Meditation means total awareness. And if you fall asleep with this awareness, sleep itself becomes meditation. This state is very rare, but the day you experience it, you will realize that the body is separate, the mind is separate, and the soul is beyond both. That realization transforms you, not from the outside, but from within, and that inner transformation begins to affect every relationship, every decision, every expression of your life. Now just imagine if every night before sleeping, you fill yourself with love, compassion, and silence. Those seeds will start settling deeply into your subconscious, and as the days pass, they will begin to sprout. Your life will begin to change from the inside. You will see that you no longer react in anger to little things, that you begin to understand every situation more deeply, that you have stopped blaming others, because now you know everything arises from within. This transformation is not a miracle, It is a science of the mind, a science of the soul. And this is the science Osho explained with such clarity. Many people believe meditation is only for sages, monks, or enlightened ones. But no, meditation is the right of every human being, and sleep, it is a need for every human being. So why not turn sleep into meditation? Why not decide every night before sleeping that tonight I will go inward, tonight I will plant a new seed in my subconscious, a seed of love, of silence, of light. It does not require a grand effort, just a few minutes of silence, a few gentle words to yourself, and then entering sleep with that feeling. This is the real spiritual practice. This is the true meditation, and this is where the awakening of the self begins. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel for best videos like this.